below what he's capable of doing when he's on his game.
Yeah, it seemed like every time he was starting to get into a good rhythm, he just couldn't capitalize on it. He'd quickly fall out of his pace.
So it's Klay Thompson ready to start here.
Well, Klay's dad was an NBA player, Michael Thompson, but more a post player and a center. Klay as a guard, a perimeter player, he's got that beautiful shooting touch.
Guys, most of the time when a player is shooting threes by himself, he's doing it in an empty gym. This is a little different. Actually, it's a lot different. I want to ask you, Steve, was it easy being the center of attention like this? You seem to be a bit of a ham.
Oh, really? A ham, Clark? Well, I'll tell you, I enjoyed being part of it. But my first time, I was extremely nervous, and I'm not afraid to admit that. But as I went on in later years, I got more and more comfortable with it.
6 misses in a row. He can't get it going. And with that shot, he moves into sole possession of first place. He's on top, and he buries his 5th in a row. 16 points is his score for the round. That was a nice piece of shooting we saw from him out there.
I think things are so much easier when a shooter gets off to a good start, and he certainly did that.
And here we go with Kyle Korver.
Kyle Korver, a terrific three-point shooter. Led the league in three-pointers made in 2005 with 226 of them.
You know, he was born in California, raised in Iowa. His mom was a great basketball player.
Excellent factoid. Again from you, Kevin. The hardest thing for a shooter might be just maintaining that same level of concentration through all 5 racks.
Yeah, I think it is the hardest thing, Clark, because you're just not used to taking 25 shots in 1 minute. Nobody does that. Even in practice, you don't really do it that way. So it's a very foreign feeling when you're out there, and you've got to maintain that focus.
He's got 5. He's up to 7. He got 3 points off that rack. Not bad. Now 8 points. He's got 9. He's got 10. He gets to the 10-point mark for the round. Well, I didn't expect that score to be as low as it was. What about you guys?
Yeah, I thought the big thing was the start that he got off to just didn't set the table for him. He missed 5 straight early on, and that was enough.
Here we go with Damian Lillard.
To avoid being dismissed and kicked out, he's got to have at least 10. Hey, it's not a slam dunk by any means, but you have to think he can post a better score than that.
Good rack for him there.
4 more points to stay alive.
He's up to 7.
Solid start there.
2 more to stay in it.
Only managed to sink 1 there.
1 more to stay alive.
10 points on the board. 1 last rack remains.
That gets him into the 3rd hole and books him a place in the finals.
An 11-point round for him there. There was just something off about him in that round.
I guess one way to look at it is that he was just in his discomfort zone in that round.
You know, Clark, no need to even put it into words. We could all see how unsettled he was. It did not go well from the start.
And so we'll see Wesley Matthews.
You know, Wes Matthews, Kevin, out of Marquette, had a really solid career there, but was undrafted. A player who's really solidified himself as a quality NBA talent. I mean, a tough defender. He's a pretty good shooter. Can handle it. I mean, there's not anything he doesn't do reasonably well.
You remember his dad, Wes Matthews, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I remember, those Wisconsin teams cost me a Big Ten championship. Cost us a Big Ten title back in 1980, and Wes Matthews was the culprit. He was the catalyst for knocking us off twice in those games.
I am sorry I brought that up.
Yeah, you knew what you were doing.
No, I
You
did
knew what
not.
you were doing. Yeah, you knew what you were doing.
Steve, help me out here. To stay in it, he needs at least 11. And if he shoots well, he should be in good shape. He's made all but 1 of his money balls.
Rock-solid shooting down the stretch.
Tied for first.
That puts him at the top of the heap.
He racks up 20 points in the round. Now that's how you do it. Outstanding focus throughout the round.
Well, we all know how important the money balls are in this event, and he hit 4 out of 5 of them. That's very good work.
And so we'll see Goran Dragic. He's in a good spot getting to go last. It's no mystery how many points he needs to move on.
Something the shooters have to avoid here is over-adjusting if the shots aren't falling.
Yeah, I agree, Clark. You can't over-adjust. It has to be a very minor tweak. But sometimes, a shooter just has one thought that can get him into a good groove. A little bit like a golfer. You just want one swing thought, one shot thought. And if you can get to that point during this contest, you can be in good shape.
6 more points to stick around.
He could have taken more from that rack, only got 2 points. He's got 9. 2 more points to stick around. Now with 11. Money ball, no good. That one ties him up for third. That moves him to third. He completes the round with 13 points. I'd say a solid showing from him.
Well, the key was he was consistent, Kevin. He didn't really get too hot, but he never got cold. And that's important. You've just got to continue to shoot through the ups and downs.
Matthews is going to, and so we'll see Goran Dragic. By going first, he can put a lot of the pressure on the guys behind him if he posts a good score.
And Steve, you know that it's crucial to stay as loose and as relaxed and as comfortable as possible heading into the round.
Yeah, I thought my first couple of times in this competition, Clark, I was way too tense. And when I finally won it in my 4th try, it was because I really didn't have any expectations. I came in, just wanted to have fun, and I did have fun because I won.
He has come out blazing.
11 on the board. That gives him 12. That's 13.
That's it.
2 racks remaining. Yes. That's 4 misses in a row. That's 5 in a row. He better get it together. He's missed 6 straight. He doesn't look comfortable.
A little bump of a slump here.
So he ends up at 17. He turned in a pretty good round right there, don't you think?
Well, how about 9 straight? I mean, come on, that says a lot. It shows you how dangerous his touch is from outside.
So it's Klay Thompson ready to start here. And as a rookie last year, Klay Thompson showed early on that he had no problem, Clark, letting it fly from deep.
Kevin, he shot over 41% from deep, which is really impressive for a first-year player. He's got a bright future, and I think he's got a high ceiling. Sky's the limit. 18 points to go ahead, 17 points to score to beat.
Gets the money ball. Now with 6. He's up to 7.
And the young fella, Klay, making it look very easy out here. Yeah, he can miss 2 more shots in this round, but that's it.
Needs to ace this final rack.
A strong close out there.
That's 13. 3 points more to tie it. And he buries his 5th in a row. A total of 17 points that he'll take away from that round. I'd say he handled that round pretty well, guys.
How about that finish, guys? I mean, his last 6 shots found the bottom of the net.
And so we'll see Wesley Matthews. And Wes Matthews often in the top 10 in 3-point shooting, Steve.
Yeah, he shoots a very good percentage for his career, and it's not something that was expected when he came out of Marquette. Clark talked about it a little bit. He's just a guy who was really self-made, particularly his jump shot. It's become a big weapon for him.
17 to score to beat. Can he take the win? We'll see.
Now with 6.
Respectable start here.
He's up to 7. 8 points.
8 more points and he'll tie things up.
Can't get the money ball. He's got 10. 6 points more to tie it up. 4 money balls, 4 misses. That hurts.
Bad news right there.
Too much ground to make up here, Clark. He's done.
And that's just the way it goes sometimes. Out of here.
Yeah, you do your best, but, this competition is so tough. If you're not on your game, you're not going to win.
He finishes with 14 points on the board. And so we'll see Goran Dragic. 60 seconds should give him plenty of time to get through all 5 racks and apply some heat. 3-point. 2 points. Drains the money ball. 5 points now. 6. Gets the money ball. He's got 9. He's got 10. He comes away with 4 points on that wrap. That's 13. Chalk it up. His 4th in a row. That's 5 straight. He's getting on a roll.
Boy, he's in a good rhythm right now.
1 rack left.
Good momentum here to close it out.
That gives him 18. He's at 19. He comes away with a score of 21 on the round. So it's Klay Thompson ready to start here. 60 seconds on the clock. He knows the number to beat. Let's go. Go. Makes his first there. 2 points. Now 3 points. Chalk it up. His 4th in a row. Can't get the money ball. He's got 5. 6. That's 7. Can't get the money ball. Now 8 points. 9 points. Up to 10 now. And that's his 4th straight. He's missed all 3 money balls so far. That's 6 points left on the table. Good for 13. He just can't find the bottom of the net with those money balls. He's missed all 4. Now 14. Now to 15. A total of 17 points that he'll take away from that round. And that brings the 3-point contest to a close. Coming out on top of the kind of...